So this idea that you have to be possessed of hope to undertake work in the teeth of what's not possible is what a troubled time like the one we're in asks of you. And he asked me basically what my take on things are. And I said, well, it's too late for a lot of things now. See, because we should have course corrected in the 60s to be just frank and candid. And that time is gone, right? It's 50 years ago or more, coming on 60 plus years ago. And the accumulating 60 years of transgression has real consequence in the present moment. And that's not negotiable. So I said, it's too late for a lot of things. And he said to me something like, you can't tell the kids that it's too late. It'd kill them. It'd extinguish their willingness to. And I said, wait a second. Are you telling me that the only way to keep kids engaged is to keep them hooked on hopefulness, which is exactly what he was saying. Mm-hmm. And I said, I'll tell you what, man, if you want the kids to vote for you, you can talk that shit. But if you respect them, you can't talk that way. You got to talk to them for real, as if it's too late, that the extinction of many possibilities occurred on your watch. Mm-hmm. And minus that, you ain't got no credibility to talk about much of anything, right? And I'm not elevating younger people by saying this and turning them into young spiritual geniuses. That's not true. There's nothing true about that, okay? The fact that they didn't get a chance to fuck up as badly as my generation has done doesn't make younger people free of any of this kind of stuff. And so this idea that you have to be possessed of hope to undertake work in the teeth of what's not possible is what a troubled time like the one we're in asks of you, right? This becomes your obligation. You got to proceed hope-free, as I've come to call it. That it means you're going to do the work without demanding to get paid first, by having your hopes affirmed before you've done anything. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Okay. That's what I'm banging on here about when I say, look, let's just forget about being hopeful and let's see if we can be manifestly present and organized around the dilemmas that face us.
Yeah, my way of explaining that is being more solution-oriented than problem-oriented. And I think that avoidance is also a reflection of someone who's more concerned about the problem than the solution that's available. And so that message really lands when it comes to optimism. And I agree with you that resting on hopefulness and hoping for the best possible outcome doesn't really prepare anyone for life. Because even when things do work out or happen to fall in your favor, we know that those are few and far between. And I'm giving all of my influence over to something that's outside of me. Yeah. And, so the thing I reflect on when I think about that is that there's this aspect of inevitability that I think many of us still haven't embraced, especially in terms of what you're talking about with death. When we can look at the global situation, the population on the planet, so many ways in which there's inevitability right in front of our eyes, and an unwillingness to face off with it. I think that some people don't want to talk about the difficult things with their children because they're not ready to face it for themselves yet. That collectively, we're not ready to face off with that's why there still hasn't been any significant social reform when it comes to the climate and the environment. We're like tiptoeing our way there because, like you said, it's a reflection of what people know. People know that we're still got time to right this ship.